When a passenger arrives at the gate visibly upset because their flight has been delayed by 3 hours, what is the most appropriate first response? A. Immediately offer a meal voucher to resolve the situation. B. Acknowledge their frustration and listen to their concerns. C. Explain that delays are common and beyond your control. D. Direct them to speak with a supervisor. According to DOT regulations, what is the minimum compensation required for passengers involuntarily denied boarding on domestic flights delayed 1 to 2 hours? A. 100% of the one-way fare, up to $775. 200% of the one-way fare, up to $775. C. 200% of the one-way fare, up to $550. D. No compensation is required for delays under 2 hours. 3. A passenger with a severe peanut allergy requests that no peanuts be served on the flight. What is the correct procedure? A. Guarantee a peanut-free flight environment. B. Inform them you cannot control other passengers' food. C. Make an announcement but cannot guarantee a peanut-free environment. D. Refuse to board the passenger due to safety concerns. 4. Which communication technique is most effective when dealing with an angry passenger? A. Matching their emotional intensity to show empathy. B. Speaking louder to ensure you are heard. C. Remaining calm and using a steady, moderate tone. Walking away until they calm down. 5. A passenger wants to change their seat because they are uncomfortable sitting next to someone. What should you do first? A. Immediately move them to accommodate their request. B. Ask if there is a specific safety or medical concern. C. Refuse the request to avoid setting a precedent. D. Charge them a seat change fee. 6. What does the acronym IRA-P stand for in airline operations? A. International Rules of Passage. B. Irregular Operations. C. Internal Revenue Operating Procedures. D. In-Flight Response Operations Plan. 7. A passenger presents a service animal. According to current regulations, what documentation can you request? A. Proof of vaccination only. B. A letter from a licensed mental health professional. C. Verbal confirmation that it is a service animal and what task it performs. D. No documentation can be requested. 8. When handling a passenger complaint, which approach demonstrates active listening? A. Interrupting to provide solutions quickly. B. Paraphrasing their concern to confirm understanding. C. Nodding while thinking about your response. Taking notes without making eye contact. 9. What is the maximum time passengers can be held on a domestic tarmac before the airline must offer deplaning? 2 hours. 3 hours. C. 4 hours. 5 hours. 10. A passenger missed their connection due to a delayed first flight on the same ticket. What is the airline's responsibility? A. Rebook them on the next available flight at no charge. B. Charge a rebooking fee since it's a separate segment. C. Provide hotel accommodation regardless of fault. D. Refund the entire ticket and let them rebook independently. 11. Which of the following is considered appropriate professional appearance for airline customer service agents? A. Visible tattoos are acceptable in all situations. B. Neat, clean uniform with minimal jewelry. C. Casual business attire based on personal preference. D. Any clothing as long as it's comfortable. 12. A passenger becomes verbally abusive toward you. What is the appropriate escalation procedure? A. Respond with equal firmness to establish authority. Document the behavior and contact a supervisor immediately. C. Threaten to call security to intimidate them. D. Ignore the behavior and continue standard procedures. 13. What is the primary purpose of the passenger name record (PNR)? A. To track passenger spending habits. B. To store all passenger information and reservation details. C. To determine passenger loyalty status. D. To calculate airline revenue. 14. A passenger requests a wheelchair service but can walk short distances. How should you handle this? A. Deny the request since they can walk. B. Provide the requested wheelchair assistance. C. Ask them to prove their disability. Suggest they walk to save time. 15. When dealing with unaccompanied minors, what is a critical responsibility? A. Allow them to board without supervision once checked in. B. Ensure proper handoff to authorized guardians only. C. Seat them in any available seat. Let them handle their own connections. 16. What does CRM stand for in customer service training? A. Customer relationship management. B. Crisis response mechanism. C. Corporate revenue modeling. D. Crew resource management. 17. A passenger's bag is 5 pounds over the weight limit. What is the best customer service approach? A. Strictly enforce the fee without exception. B. Explain the policy and offer solutions like repacking. C. Waive the fee to avoid confrontation. D. Force them to check the bag at the gate. 18. What information must be included in a flight delay announcement? A. Expected departure time, reason for delay, and next update time. B. Only the new departure time. C. Pilot's name and aircraft type. D. Detailed technical explanation of the problem. 19. Which scenario requires immediate notification to airport security? A. A passenger complaining about food quality. B. A passenger making jokes about bombs or weapons. C. A passenger requesting a refund. D. A passenger asking to change seats. 20. What is the correct procedure for handling lost baggage claims? A. Tell passengers to file a claim online later. B. Complete a property irregularity report immediately. C. Wait 24 hours before taking any action. D. Direct them to the airline website. 21. A passenger arrives at the gate after the door has closed. What is the standard policy? A. Open the door and let them board to provide good service. B. Apologize and explain they must be rebooked on the next flight. C. Allow boarding if the plane hasn't moved. D. Charge them a late arrival fee. 22. What does the term code share mean in airline operations? A. Sharing employee codes between airlines. B. Multiple airlines selling seats on the same flight. C. Security codes for different airport terminals. D. Discount codes for frequent flyers. 23. When handling a medical emergency at the gate, what is your first action? Call for medical personnel immediately. B. Try to treat the passenger yourself. C. Ask if anyone nearby is a doctor. D. Complete paperwork documenting the incident. 24. What is the purpose of TSA PreCheck? A. To provide free checked baggage. B. To expedite security screening for low-risk travelers. C. To guarantee on-time boarding. D. To upgrade passengers to first class. 25. A passenger requests special meal accommodation due to religious reasons. When should this be arranged? A. At the gate before boarding. B. During advance reservation or at least 24 to 48 hours before departure. C. After takeoff by the flight attendants. D. Special meals are not provided for religious reasons. 6. What does the phonetic alphabet word alpha represent? The letter A. B. The letter L. C. Priority boarding group. D. Aircraft type designation. 27. Which situation would constitute a denied boarding compensation scenario? A. Passenger arrives after check-in deadline. B. Oversold flight and passenger is involuntarily bumped. C. Passenger fails security screening. D. Weather cancellation. 28. What is the appropriate way to handle a language barrier with a passenger? A. Speak louder and slower in English. B. Use translation services or visual aids. C. Ignore them and move to the next passenger. D. Ask other passengers to translate. 29. When must passengers be informed of their rights under DOT regulations? Only if they specifically ask. B. When there is a significant delay or cancellation. C. After filing a formal complaint. D. Never. They should know their rights. 30. What does the term standby mean in airline terminology? A. Passengers waiting for available seats on a full flight. B. Backup crew members. C. Emergency landing procedures. D. Aircraft maintenance status. 31. A passenger wants to transport a pet in the cabin. What are typical requirements? A. Any pet is allowed with no restrictions. B. Pet must fit in carrier under the seat with advance notice and fee. C. Only service animals are allowed in cabin. D. Pets are never allowed in the cabin. 32. What is the primary goal of de-escalation techniques in customer service? A. To win the argument with the customer. B. To reduce tension and find a mutually acceptable solution. C. To get the customer to leave quickly. D. To demonstrate company policies are inflexible. 33. Which of the following is not typically included in passenger rights for flight delays? A. Right to compensation for all delays regardless of cause. B. Right to information about delay status. C. Right to care, meals accommodation for certain delays. D. Right to reimbursement or rerouting in some cases. 34. What does the abbreviation ETA stand for? A. Expected time of arrival. B. Emergency travel authorization. C. Electronic ticket agent. D. Estimated tax amount.